What's going on, people? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of No Clue, guys. Wait. We lost somebody, didn't we? You know what? We're gonna continue on. DJ, I'll be back in a minute. Y'all, what's up? It's another episode of No Clue.
Hey, there we go.
So, you know what I'm doing? Introduce the crew. You got me, your boy Doc, representing from the ATL in the STL.
Come back.
I got my girl Terry with me. What's up, baby? I miss you so much.
No, you don't.
We got the new girl Chavez with us.
I almost gave you the finger live.
And then we got our main man, Dr. DJ with us.
Yo.
What's going on, K? Y'all, where I'm quoting from is we got a review. Robert and Susan DeMaio, our viewer. Thank you guys so much for watching and giving us feedback. We do this for you guys. Guys, they gave us a great review. We got some questions we have to answer. Terry has to tell us how she's Superwoman because she's a mother, she's a elder, she's a preacher. She can preach heaven down. She can sing. What does she do? She's a wife. She's a parent. She works a full-time job. That's like 17 positions in one. And so, Terry, they asked you a question. They was like, how you do what you do?
I just do it.
That's what it's one of those like. And then DJ, they asked, how does your husband deal with your intellectuals, your intellect? Is your husband a doctor or something?
No, he is not. We'll talk about that part of my life on another show.
I'm in St. Louis, and you know what they said in St. Louis? It's getting hot in here. I'm putting a seed in my mouth. So, how was everybody's week? Let's start with that. How was everybody's week? How was everybody's week?
Yo, my weekend was great. Shout out to Chef Brandy Artist and Four Hens Creole Kitchen in St. Louis, Missouri. Big ups on their lunch party. We had a great time. It was dope. The ambiance was dope. The food was amazing. I always like to put on some cute old clothes and, do the thing. So it was dope. I took my mommy, y'all, and she a whole character, but we had a blast. So I had a great weekend.
DJ, we can't even downplay that because, baby, I do not eat bread pudding. But that bread pudding they put in my mouth, I spoke in 17 different tongues.
You hear me?
Wow.
And then, you think when you go to events like that and, you get like tastings, you're like, okay, it's going to be a cute little sample. Like, Like, why we had probably like half a menu selection of items. Like, no
We
joke.
did.
Like, it was dope.
It was dope. That bread pudding though.
Yeah, that was, and they did that last. So that closed out the night. So then everybody was just talking about that as they was walking out the doors. Yo, but it was dope. Like, they had
It
like
had
3 signature
pralines on it.
cocktails. Like,
Oh,
it was
Jesus.
dope. It was really
And then
dope.
we had this crawfish bread with cheese and crawfish and shrimp.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So it was like, a lot of crawfish dishes, a lot of shrimp dishes. Then Brandy makes all of her sauces. So, there was all these different sauces and things that she was like pairing with stuff. Like,
Shut that
and just so y'all know, me and Arteria got none of this.
Baby, let me tell you, when you come here, I am taking y'all to her restaurant. All of her sauces were homemade. Like,
exactly.
all of them. There was a honey mustard something sauce. Like, it did not taste like honey mustard. It tastes like the Holy Ghost when the veil was split. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like hallelujah, and it was dancing in your baby.
You are very churched on tonight.
That food put the Holy Ghost in you. Let me tell you, if Satan had some of that food, he would repent. That's how good that food was.
And to top it off, y'all, it was on the rooftop. Now it was cold, but they had the inside part, and then they opened it up so you can go on the outside. They did the heat and lamps thing. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, but it was dope. The ambiance was like so dope. The DJ was in there, like it was lit.
It was real. Let me tell y'all, it was real elegant and fun and classy. And I had some drinks because she made homemade. All her cocktails are original. Them cocktails.
Yeah,
that last one, it tastes like Sprite, but when you stood up, you found there was a flow beneath you.
So yeah, so like I said, shout out to Chef Brandy Artist, and that's my soror, my sister. I love you. Congratulations for Four Hands Creole Kitchen in St. Louis, Missouri, in the Foundry. Y'all go check them out. They launching soon.
They show is. Terry, so I saw that somebody who Bob and Susan wants to pinch his little cheeks is crawling.
And he's 7 months.
Him so little. Oh, he growing up so fast.
Too fast.
He graduating from college soon. Chevy, what's been new in your world? Any singing going on?
Too much. I've been chilling this week. I have been at home enjoying my wife.
Come on, enjoying it.
Having conversation, right? Just talking.
We've been having a lot of conversation, but we'll talk about that a little later tonight.
Oh, come on here.
I'm so glad I'm a virgin. All right, guys, let's get down to our say what?
Say what?
I got a question. Y'all, is that where Kia's saying say what? Okay, because I was like, that sounds just like her.
Oh, it took you all.
I was like, it sounds just like her.
It took you all this time to find out the question.
It's been me from the get-go. I'm sorry. Log back off.
So tonight, say what, guys? So we laugh and joke in the beginning, but tonight, say what is something that's dear to my heart. Brittany, you're nasty. So I moved, as many of you know, I moved to St. Louis, Missouri. I live in St. Louis now. But there was this young lady, she was my Uber driver, and she had to be in her late 70s, maybe early 80s. And she's driving for Uber from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m., going home, taking a nap, and then working a full-time job from 3 to 11. All right. And she's living in a senior home where she has a roommate. So she's not even living solo. But then she tells me that her daughter is well off. Her daughter lost $40,000 during the pandemic, and it hasn't phased her. I'm not saying, I don't know their relationship, but I just feel like at that age, she shouldn't be working that hard. It was to the point, y'all, it was cold. It was 42 degrees this morning. She didn't even turn on the heat because she was like, the heat's going to eat up her gas. I mean, I know that's an old people wise tale, but that's why she didn't turn on the heat. So, when she dropped me off, I said, "Man, pull up to the pump. I fill up your tank." I still gave you a tip on top of my Uber fare. But what do y'all think? How do y'all feel about the elderly working? Well, not saying working because some of them want to work. My grandmother wanted to work, But how do you feel about the elderly having to work just to get by?
I mean, it's sad that we live in one of the richest, right, countries in the world, and our seniors are the people who do well, do the worst off. They don't, after all of the work that they put in through all of their years of doing what they needed to do and raising their families and doing that, like they don't even have a livable wage, depending on what you did, right? So if you didn't work in something that provides you with a pension or some type of higher income bracket, like Social Security is barely enough for them to do that. Not to mention that you would deduct it from their income and their earnings to cover their insurances, right? Because Medicare isn't free. So you also got to pay for that. And all of those things are coming out. And then it's like when you look at resources, right? Especially because now we're looking at these things and we see that a lot of people are living longer. And so we know that the age of population is, on a rising factor. But none of these things or none of these persons, and as somebody that works in social services, that's always something that's hard for me too, because it seems like we're always creating and implementing programming and policies for people who are younger or more able or more better off to be able to do more things and adapt. And we tend to we forget about our seniors. So it's disheartening to know that this woman has done all of these things, raised her family. Now she's helping to, facilitate with someone with her granddaughter. And you got to work 2 full-time jobs and it's still not enough.
Terry, Chevy, talk to me.
I think it's sad. It makes me sad. That kind of thing does make me emotional because I hate to see that. I've always been raised to respect your elders, and even when you see an elderly person struggling with groceries or whatever, you always help them. So I just couldn't imagine any of my family members personally, having to work like that, and not being able to enjoy I won't say the last years, but you get my point. Mm-hmm. After living a full life, enjoying those years, just being able to relax and enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Terry?
I don't know. I guess because a lot of the elderly want to continue to keep their youth, so to speak. So, but if they're in a situation where their kids can take care of them, why not do it? So I just think that is selfish of the kids.
I agree. For her to say her daughter lost $40,000 and wasn't affected. I know people who don't make $40,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And for you
I lose $10 and lose mine.
Who you telling? I mean, if you think about it, the average person in today's society are making, let's just guess, $10 an hour on average, right? That's not a livable wage. And for your daughter to lose $40,000, I'm with Terry, baby. If I say I know I had $5 in my pocket and I can't find my $5, I am angry with that. Brittany says by 2030, there will be 71 million individuals over the age of 65 because of the advancement of medicine and technology. And I'm okay with living longer. However, what's the point in living longer if you're going to live longer in poverty? You know what I mean? I feel like people like my grandmother. My grandmother worked well into her 80s because she was just her. She had to work. She said, if you're not growing, then you're dying. And she wasn't ready to die, right? But she didn't have to work. Her grandkids and her kids was like, Mom, we got you. But I want them to have that option. In some countries, after a certain age, the government takes care of you fully. Like your rent's paid, health insurance paid. You get a monthly, what we call food stamps to buy your food with. Your bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like you've put into the government your entire youth. Now you can reap the benefits of what you've sown. Mm-hmm. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's my say wet for the day, y'all, because I just feel like, people, we have to start taking care of our elders because when we were little, they took care of us. You know what I'm saying? When we was younger, now you may say I didn't have the best parents or whatever. However, they still put into society. I feel like Social Security should be raised to a livable income. You take enough out of my paycheck every 2 weeks. Let's just be real about this. If you gave one person what you take out of my check every 2 weeks, every month, like if that went to one person, they could live a very good life. because I need to marry Fed and Fico. Those are the I need to marry. Because Fed and Fico, Jesus Christ. But y'all in the comments, Brittany, I see you're chiming in. Brittany, so you said because of the current rate of childbirth in 2050, there will be 2.1 billion people. No, y'all need to stop doing the nasty. That's what's wrong with y'all. Need to learn protection. Use a condom. Birth control. Get a vasectomy.
This conversation just went left.
Use a Kroger bag or something. You need to do something to stop making all these babies.
A Kroger bag.
Do not use a Kroger bag.
Please don't.
Please don't do that. In any way, shape, form, or fashion, please do not do that.
Please.
Well, Ziploc bags. Use something. Stop making babies because the old folks ain't gonna have no money because you gotta take care of these children.
Well, that's right.
Oh God, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm feeling good about life right about now. All right, so we'll be back after this commercial break. When we return, guys, we're going to be talking about some of y'all's favorite conversation: sex in the kitchen. Ain't eating at nobody's house that participates in this conversation. But we're going to be talking about sex in the kitchen, and that includes my own. We'll be right back after this commercial break. All right, y'all. We shout her out every week. Y'all hit up Ricky Z Media if you want to do a podcast. You're thinking about a podcast. You want to know how to launch a podcast, how to get it started, what you need to do, how you need to do it. And if you need a production manager, she is the absolute best, hands down. All right. She's the bee's knees. She's the turtle's knuckles. She's all that in a bag of chips. She's a chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. So if you want to get your podcast going, hit up Ricky Z Media, all right? And if you would like to showcase your business or your talents on our podcast, we do have commercial space available. Send us an email at nocluetheshow@gmail.com. That's nocluetheshow@gmail.com. And we can get in touch. You can get in touch with us. We'll be in touch with you so we can make that happen, all right? So with that being said, DJ, sex in the kitchen.
So, we started this season talking about sex. We closing it out talking about sex. So what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to take this a little step further. And, we talked about a lot of logistics of sex. We talked about, certain things like that. But I want to combine our kitchen or the foods that we use, the foods that we eat, and talk about how does that really impact our sex life? What's some stuff you can do in the kitchen? Also, if you check on our Facebook page, we also have posted a cute little quick and easy recipe that's cute for like couples interaction, still a light, quick meal. So, you can still do something cute, kill two birds with one stone. So with that being said, y'all ready. As y'all can see, we got a little slight sexy going on. I've got the little lollipop so I could be a little seductive and cute, showing a little skin or whatnot. Doc over there and doing whatever he got going on over there.
I'm bringing sexy back, and you hate me.
But he's in the kitchen, so we're gonna make it work tonight. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Y'all, let's talk about foods and semen taste. Let's do it. We done had conversation. We see it on the internet. We done saw things or we heard things. What have y'all heard about connections between food and how semen tastes?
DJ, you did not even take us in slow. You just ran straight
Nope.
in. Just
ran straight in there like
no prelude.
We going for the jugular. This is stuff that people want to know. Let's just get to it.
Well, what?
Girls want everyone, even you. Wait, what is this? I don't know. What's that about?
Oh, we got bots, y'all. We doing a thing now when you got bots jumping in. So DJ, what I've heard is pineapple. If you drink pineapple juice, it makes your cum sweeter.
Okay. Anybody else?
No.
I also heard that
Unfortunately,
if you,
So
well, I mean, I got more because they say if you eat a lot of sugar, it makes your semen sweet. If you eat a lot of fish, it makes it taste like fish.
okay, so the first thing is right,
I wouldn't
healthy
know.
semen, right? Healthy semen has a usual appearance, right? It's usually like a white or grayish color. It's thicker than water. It's almost jelly-like. Sometimes it could be a little yellow. That's the essence of healthy semen. If it's overly runny, it's probably not healthy. To your point, though, what can make semen taste good, right? Pineapple juice actually does make semen taste better. And that's because of the sugar in pineapple juice and mixed with the fructose already in your body. And its pH level of semen, it gives it a sweeter and less bitter taste because naturally it's kind of salty. Again, you hit the head on there with this too. Sugary foods. So kiwis, kiwi fruits, blueberries, peaches, plums, dates, nectarines. They also can improve the taste of semen. Also, some other spices. So cinnamon, wheatgrass, peppermint, spearmint, parsley. They all sweeten the taste of the semen. And last but certainly not least, which this one surprised me, celery. Celery sweetens the taste of semen because celery is actually
Huh?
high in vitamin.
Ew.
It's actually high in vitamin C, and so it helps to flush the salty flavor out of the body with semen and refresh it with something sweet.
Yo, like I love celery. I put celery in my meatloaf. I put celery in my salad, in my chicken salad. That's why I'm so. I eat all them fruits too, baby. I be telling you.
Say you nasty.
You
So
definitely nasty.
now on the flip
Nasty.
side, what foods change the taste of vaginal fluid?
Ooh.
Nasty.
Come on here, Kate. I like pineapples, and so does my man.
That's my safety word.
Come on, y'all. What do you think? Now
It's
we
not the
took our
same
turn.
thing.
Y'all take your turn.
So
It's not the same thing, though?
Yeah.
Some of them
Pineapple juice is actually one of the things for us too.
Mhm.
Definitely
Yeah,
plenty
yes.
of water.
Yes,
Mhm.
hydrate.
Drink your water.
Mhm.
Because the for me the best kind of is gonna be I'm trying to watch my words. Is for a woman to drink a bunch of water because I need you to taste just like water.
Huh?
What does water taste like?
Nothing.
This is why I don't drink water. I drink Propel watermelon water
Oh my God.
because I don't want to be eating.
So, to both of these, though, important thing to note: if you gonna do this, you need time to change it, right? You can't just drink pineapple juice now and it's gonna change the way that either the semen or the vaginal fluid tastes. It usually takes a couple of days to a week for that the same thing to be
That
consistent to
part.
do that. So if you trying to get it in with your man and you ain't like what it was yesterday, you telling him to drink that pineapple juice now, it's gonna still taste like what it tasted like the other day. Give it some time to work what it needs to do, and vice versa. If that's what you're doing with your girl, your lady, your wife, your woman, y'all give it some time to work. Don't rush
Y'all better
into
grab
it.
some pen and paper.
Now, if you like me and you like the natural taste of it, it ain't no problem. But let's have these conversations because some people want to know. So we getting straight to it. We having it no holds barred. On
Wait a
that
minute.
same category, Sophie. Go ahead. Oh, I see your hand. Go ahead. What is it?
So you're not just gonna bypass what you just said?
What?
Right. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Listen.
Just bypass. I like the natural. What?
I mean,
what
I
is that?
do. Like, if you're gonna do something, we're gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna be like freaking out or spazzing out or whatever. Like, if that's what it's gonna be, that's what it's gonna be. Me personally, because I'm eating a lot of things that are sweet already, if it's a little salty or it's a little bitter, that's not gonna bother me.
I feel
DJ,
you.
you a freak.
I'm the same way. I mean, my thing is I like personally a woman's natural taste. So whatever that is, I'm not getting ready to tell you to go. Now, definitely control that pH balance, but
We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about that too because if your pH is off, it could taste nasty, right? And you're gonna taste that something is off. What I've read, don't quote me, but what I've read is it can have like the appearance of like some old fruits or something that have sat on the counter too long, or kind of have a sour or bitter taste. I don't know. Correct me.
I've never heard that one. What about you,
Seriously,
Siri?
I
See, I think
never heard that one.
I've never heard that.
I'm just telling y'all that's what I heard. So this what we hear. We having a conversation, so we can help the people out.
Fishy.
I think me and Arteria are the innocent ones in this conversation. Because DJ and that new girl Chevette are nasty.
You got one more time.
All fruits.
What old fruits are we talking about? We talking about peaches,
Right? Like
I don't know.
Bananas.
I didn't take the time to be like, can I clarify that with you? Like, no, you don't think it's just like, oh, okay, you no pussy. Word. So, so now let's talk about it. We talked about the taste. Let's talk about scent. Foods that change the scent of bodily fluids. What y'all think?
So it changed the scent of your penis very well.
I said food.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, some folks need to use soap first, then they can use food.
Oh my god.
so foods that change.
Okay. So
scent.
foods that change the scent of your onions, because I think if you eat and garlic
for sure.
Okay, so those are negative things. Okay.
So is that negative? Like,
it can be positive or negative. Like, what you thinking about foods that would change the scent?
Okay, gotcha. So that's a bad
Okay.
thing. I think strawberries would make you stink because I'm allergic to them.
Actually,
Hush.
it's the opposite. But I hear you.
So what about lemons?
Lemons, I would assume would work in a positive direction, only because of the acidic nature of them. So, if you got something else going on, it'll kind of balance it out. But on a positive note, so let's stick with positive scents, right?
Dill pickles. I'm asking because I'm eating dill pickle.
Let's think this through logically, right? If we talk about people's bodies and their pH levels and their natural things, right, the homeostasis state, if I ingest something high in vinegar, that changes the level of pH and raises it very, very much acidically. Do you think that'll smell good?
So are you saying me eating these dill pickle sunflower seeds is gonna make my semen taste nasty?
I'm saying if you ate an actual pickle that was pickled in, vinegar and has sat there and done those things, just like when you pickle anything, when you take that shit off, it don't smell good. I'm sorry,
It sure don't.
I didn't mean to, but it doesn't smell good, right? So logically, I don't think that will follow suit.
So I gotta stop eating dill pickle. I love a good pickle.
You can eat a pickle. Nobody's saying that. We're talking about all of these things in moderation and over the course of time, right? However, even if you eat certain meats will change the scent of your bodily fluid secretion, and it will smell totally different based off of the type of meats that you consume.
Don't tell me that pork is a bad one.
They didn't specify, because I read this in the Men's Health Journal, but they didn't specify which meat. But they did say that certain meats will do that. But I mean, if you think about it too, like even when you eat too much meat and you start to do that meat sweat thing, that stinks.
True.
So,
I'm asking my best friend what meats change the taste of your semen.
And while you're doing that, we're going to talk about, because all of these things, and I'm going to clarify on some other things, but all of these fruits and vegetables actually do help to change the scent of your stuff. It's all the stuff that we talked about earlier for the most part, right? Pineapples and pineapple juices. Again, those things do that. Cinnamon, because again, cinnamon is it don't smell good by itself, but it does help to enhance things. Spices, smoked foods, are onions, garlic, broccoli, asparagus, and coffee are things that you should avoid for the vaginal tract, because it will change the smell of your vaginal discharge.
Oh, what was that? Coffee and what else?
Anyway.
Spices, smoked foods, onion, garlic, broccoli, asparagus, and coffee. So,
and I love asparagus.
Brittany, you hit it right on the head with that coffee. Definitely, coffee is on that list.
So that just affects females, right? That won't affect men.
No, it works on both ends. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these things are overlapping. So I'm just clarifying a lot of the things for the vaginal component, but a lot of them are overlapping.
I'm not letting you do
I just saw it. Oh my God.
Okay, so Brittany, I want you to know, I used to like Dippin' Dots. I don't no more.
Oh my
But let me
god.
tell you what I found because DJ told me I can look it up. White meat fish like cod or halibut actually will make your semen and vaginal fluid taste disgusting, and you will have really bad semen quality. Red meats cause men to have a decreased sperm count. So all you people eating beef, you ain't got no swimmers.
Wow.
So no steak on Valentine's Day no more, y'all.
I don't eat steak anyway.
No more steak on Valentine's Day.
I had steak last night.
Eating excessive amounts of meat, dairy, and alcohol can also make the vagina have a strong and sour scent.
Yes.
Not sour.
Just the vagina, right?
Y'all
Just
can say
the
not
vagina.
necessarily sour.
Just the vagina, right?
That this part says vagina.
Okay,
Y'all making the
good.
vagina sound so bad.
I'll drink for it. It is bad.
So again, try drinking peppermint tea instead of coffee. It will increase the scent and the pleasantness for both genitalia, right? Because peppermints are naturally sweeter spice. It smells a lot better. Watermelon flushes out toxins in both sexes. However, for women, it can help prevent infection and get rid of weird smells. It contains a lot of prebiotics that contain pH levels and introduce good bacteria into the vagina.
That's good. I love watermelon.
Now,
That's just because you black. That was racist. I know.
Again, you are so
Again,
lucky we are alive.
y'all know we know the scent about cranberry juice and UTIs, urinary tract infections. Actually, it works really that if you have a urinary tract infection, the acidic level of cranberry juice is supposed to help to flush it out and restore it back to balance.
Yeah.
Did not know that. I've never had a UTI, but it's good to
True
know.
cranberry juice. Well, the same works the same for vaginal infections. It says that compounds in cranberries could balance the vagina's pH, and its acidic properties might help fight bacteria that cause infection. As a result, a healthy and infection-free vagina has no reason to smell bad.
So if a woman drinks cranberry juice, she won't smell like fish.
It says that it can help to restore the pH level. It didn't say if you've been, again, back to my point, if you've just been throwing it back, that one little glass not going to do a whole lot, but...
So I know a lot of people need to have a glass of cranberry juice every day before they come to church.
No.
You are really making the vagina sound really bad.
No.
I'm about to cut you off.
Vagina is bad, okay?
No.
And the most important thing that I saw on here, which made me consider some things, is for both men and female, smoking, caffeine, and preservatives can cause semen and vaginal discharges to result in a bitter taste.
Smoking?
Smoking.
I don't do. What else?
Caffeine.
I don't do. What else?
And high content of preservatives.
I don't do. So let me see if this shit tastes good.
Really? But eating sweeter fruits, vegetables, and herbs can also help to temper not only vaginal discharge and heighten its sugary flavor or levels, but the same can be done for semen.
I bet Kay over there taking a list of things. Babe, we go to the grocery store. We're gonna be eating this, this, and this, and this for the next 2 months.
Don't do my girl. I rides with Kay.
And Brittany probably like, baby, when I get home, I'm cooking you some pineapples, some chicken.
She don't have to even worry about it, don't.
Y'all nasty.
I guess I don't have those issues either because my husband ain't complaining either.
Right. I don't get complaints.
Nasty.
So we talked about, stuff to help it smell better. We talked about stuff to make it taste better on both ends. What should you eat before you have sex? Let's talk about foods to eat before sex.
Pomegranate.
It's new to me.
Yes, pomegranates are actually on the list.
I love a good pomegranate.
Do you know why?
Because it tastes good.
So we know historically pomegranates have been used as a sign of fertility, right? So of course, number one, that's the whole thing. And a sex enhancer. It turns out that there is some truth to this. Experts say that drinking pomegranate juice can boost your mood, improve your blood flow, and raise testosterone levels. These are all things that can help spice up the sex in the bedroom.
So I knew I always was told it was an aphrodisiac for men. So I ain't never tried that, but you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to the store and buy me 4 cases of pomegranates.
Oh my God.
Wow. 4 cases?
Why 4 cases?
He said it raises your sex drive. I mean, I'm in a new city. Buying these more
Who's in St. Louis? You know what? Arteria,
Who I said who
we
up
getting on the
there?
plane.
Ain't
Access
nobody
much?
in St. Louis. I'm a virgin up here.
No, okay. We don't need no Judas.
Come on, Kay. That's what I'm trying tonight.
You
What
know,
other foods do y'all think y'all should eat before sex?
I typically don't eat anything before sex.
Okay.
it just depends. Like if we hungry, we gonna eat. But
Gervais said, the new girl Gervais said, let's go get a number 2 from McDonald's. Let's go to Zach's and get us a Zach meal.
So
it depends on what we want to eat.
So we already said pomegranate, so that was dope. Oysters. Why
Ooh.
oysters?
Ugh.
I knew oysters.
Yeah, my dad said mussels and oysters. Those are disgusting.
Aphrodisiac.
But oysters are loaded with zinc, which again helps for men testosterone levels. Of course, we know you need that for have sex. Zinc can also make men produce more sperm. It might help them be better.
That's what CFA is.
But for women and other people that you may not like, shellfish, other foods that are high in zinc are beef, pork, fortified cereals, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and yogurt.
Wait a minute. So if I eat my Frosted Flakes in the morning, that's gonna help me do the honka.
Fortified cereal.
Oh.
Not sugary cereal.
Honka.
Well, I mean,
the next thing.
I want to know more about these cereals. Tell me. So
I can only tell you what they say. They didn't say, and these are the cereals you can eat.
Well, give me some fortified cereals that I can go eat now.
You on Google what's fortified cereal I can eat.
Right, ask your best friend. In the interim,
ask Alexa.
The next food on the list: spinach.
Ew, that's gonna be
I love spinach.
And that's the response. Spinach, people don't think about spinach as being sexy, right? You don't think that at all. But spinach can rev up your sex drive in more than one way.
Honey Nut Cheerios, baby, fortified cereal. Sorry.
Spinach is rich in magnesium, which is a mineral that can boost testosterone in men. It also has iron, which can help with desire, arousal, orgasm, and sexual satisfaction. And these are particularly for women.
But
we eat a lot of spinach.
Spinach makes you go to the bathroom.
Do you have to eat it by itself?
Do you have to do what?
Huh?
Eat it by itself. Can I have like a spinach dip or something?
I'm not the expert. I'm just saying what some of these
spinach.
people have said. So they just said, for women in particular, spinach works. For men, it boosts our testosterone levels. But for women, it increases your desire, arousal, orgasm factor, and sexual satisfaction.
Baby, if you're watching, pick up some spinach on your way home.
You're gonna have the poops. Like, how does that increase? Like, we doing that. I'm like, babe, hold up, my stomach. I gotta go. Like, I don't know. Spinach goes through me. Like, you know how to say if you drink prune juice, it flushes. Spinach flushes me out, baby. Do you hear me? I can eat after I eat a spoonful of spinach. You got about 2 seconds before I'm in the bathroom tearing it up.
Okay, so all of y'all that's interested in Doc, just use the other foods that we talked about this evening. Leave that one alone.
I'm just telling y'all, like.
Next thing, because we're gonna move past that. Next food is the maca plant.
The who?
Maca plant. Are you all familiar with that? Okay, so maca plants are native to the Peruvian mountains, and it's a plant that has been used for centuries to boost fertility. Research today suggests that this root can improve sexual desire. The phytonutrients in the plant may raise sperm count in men and sexual satisfaction in women. The maca root is often sold as a powder. It has a nutty and earthy flavor, and it can easily be added to yogurt, smoothies, salads, soups, or other baked goods.
It's called the who?
Maca, M-A-C-A.
We need to write this down. Somebody got a pen?
Y'all got the notes?
No, I said some people taking notes.
We're definitely taking notes.
And the last
I already
food
told my
that's recommended.
oh, don't do nothing. Just come straight home.
And one of the last foods that's recommended to eat before having sex are fatty fish. So what's a fatty fish?
Salmon.
Yes.
That's the only fish that matters.
Ew.
Meha.
So salmon,
Meha.
Mahi mahi.
I was say mahi mahi.
So it says fatty fishes like salmon, sardines, and mackerel have plenty of omega-3s. Y'all say that like this show ain't recorded.
So
that's
hey,
right.
You can buy maca at Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
The maca powder. It's a super.
It can come as a powder or a root. It's typically sold.
You could put it in smoothies.
You can. Fatty fishes.
You're probably gonna put it in vagina.
So back to fatty fishes, right?
Probably
salmon, sardines, and mackerel have plenty of omega-3s.
Who eats sardines though?
Can I finish my point?
I'm sorry.
These healthy fats ease with inflammation in the body. That can help with sexual health. If you are not a fan of seafood, you can also get omega-3s in flaxseed, chia seeds, and walnuts. So if you want to make sure you ain't got no inflammation and you good to go, holler at some fatty fish or something high in omega-3s. Do I want to ask your question? Yes,
exactly.
You said walnuts.
I did say walnuts.
What about chin nuts?
This needs to be said. We do not put food in the vagina.
You will hurt yourself.
Okay.
Because we just talked a whole lot about pH. If you put food in your vagina, you will hurt yourself.
So
I want to be very clear on that. You will hurt yourself.
Wait a minute, Terry.
That is not stopping it. I'm just saying.
So we gonna.
What about marshmallow fluff?
Funny thing is, thank you for that, because that's actually going into my next segment on this. Best foods to have sex with. What do y'all think? What's the best food to have sex with?
Marshmallow fluff, definitely.
Why?
Because my brother is a nasty mother shutcher, and he be using. He done chimed in.
He did.
Oh, Kay got one right.
Oh my god.
No, okay, we can't use strawberries.
So strawberries is actually at the top of the list for one of the best foods to have sex with. They are compact. They can easily slide along the body. They're safe to enter orifices, and they can be paired with other aphrodisiacs like chocolate and whipped cream.
That's a lie, because if I have a strawberry, we're going to the emergency room because a nigga's gonna die.
Well, yeah, not you. But
everybody but Rob.
What else? What other foods y'all think are the best foods to have sex with?
Pop rocks.
Yes, Pop Rocks.
Pop Rocks.
Okay,
so now we're getting into some urban legend, urban myth type vibes.
No.
Tell me more about this Pop Rocks. I'm interested.
Baby, you put Pop Rocks in your mouth.
I know how they work.
It's the same with Skittles.
I mean, they're real sweet. That definitely it works great for me. So
I mean, y'all know I'm not going to be the only person talking up, but y'all give me some feedback. So talk to me about Pop Rocks.
Come on, Terry. Because you said Pop Rocks.
I'm just putting out there what has been tried. So Pop Rocks, if you put them in your mouth and do what you got to do, you feel like the crackling of it on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it heightens the clitoris area.
Okay, amen.
And it tastes amazing.
So, in our community, we're not able to eat the vagina. So sometimes we lick at the booties.
Lick it.
Lick it.
Lick it of the booties. I feel like this panel is very judgmental, so I'm gonna tell y'all what I heard, right? So I heard that if you take gummy bears and if you're eating somebody's booty and you stick them up their booty, it makes the booty taste good and then you can eat them back out the booty.
Funny thing you should say that because gummy bears are number 3 on the list. Gummy bears are number 3 on the list of the best foods to have sex with because they're compact. You can lick them and stick them just about anywhere on the body,
Yes,
and
God,
whatever
you
you lick or stick will taste sweet.
It will. It makes it real sweet.
No, don't buy no gummy bears, no none of that. He's talking about no.
Me either.
Y'all better try.
No, y'all saw what my wife said. I got Dippin' Dots at the house, so I'm good.
I'm telling you, gummy. Now, if you really want to get freaky, gummy worms are even better. I'm telling you,
Those are my favorite.
girl, gummy worms make everything taste good. And like if you giving fellatio, see, I'm being politically correct, DJ. If you put Skittles in your mouth when you giving fellatio, it's like giving the penis a massage while you giving head. So I've been told.
Roll-ups.
Come on, fruit roll-ups.
What you doing with fruit roll? Hold on.
Baby, fruit roll-ups will make you. I'm gonna eat my.
Now, I've used fruit roll-ups to give oral sex before. The trick, though, is you got to make sure it don't stick. I mean, you want it to stick, but you don't want it to stick.
Hey, said get those discounted from the Halloween store Kroger tomorrow.
Right.
Who you telling, Kay? Want me to tell y'all something else that's good for if you get the edible body paint, it's made out of chocolate. You can paint each other's bodies and then lick it off.
Thank you. That was number 7.
Chocolate is really, really good.
Chocolate was number 2 after strawberries.
I'm doing good. I'm in the top. Yeah.
People also said that they don't really like chocolate and those things because sometimes, depending on where you put it on the body, it can look like bodily discharge. And so you got to remember that it's chocolate, and that can kind of ruin the mood for a moment.
Oh.
That's why if you dark skinned it, you use white chocolate. Now, if your boo boo look like white chocolate, you need to go see a doctor. How you doing?
What else? Come on, y'all. What else are some good foods to have sex with?
Chocolate on you.
Listen, I don't have to have foods with sex because I got all the food I need.
So the next one for, our heterosexual couples out there, bananas, right? And we know why, because they look like a penis until you start to peel it and biting it. And then that, allure is gone.
Oh,
if you peel it,
honey, yes.
Yes, Kay. Honey is actually one of the things on the top of the list. Most people say if you do it and you do it right, again, it makes whatever you're tasting sweeter. However, you're going to have that kind of sticky thing unless you just, doing it. So you're going to have to do a little cleanup afterward if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, it shouldn't be a problem.
Honey is not. So I don't like to be sticky.
Huh?
So you better put that disclaimer in to know what you're doing.
Right.
I mean, I'm speaking facts. Like, I've used honey before to do that, and I don't leave a sticky mess when I do what I'm doing. So if you sticky afterwards, that means you ain't do something right.
That part.
Well, a good old plantain will substitute for a honey. For a banana. A plantain.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they look like baby bananas, so I can give you that.
I was talking about the bigger plantains, the ones that. But what about eggplant?
What about it?
I've seen people put eggplants in places.
True.
Again, as I started this thing and said, please do not do these things. You can do some of this stuff, but do not enter your orifices that will harm you.
Don't act like I ain't seen on Twitter where people be using eggplants.
And that's why I said, please do not put things into your orifices that will harm you.
I mean,
and I'm gonna leave it at that.
They be moaning, it like it be feeling good. I'd be like, do that thing.
Next thing for foods, the best foods to have sex with, whipped cream.
So you gotta have real whipped cream, not that Dollar Tree.
I agree.
Cream. You gotta have that fluffy whipped cream that melts in your mouth, and you just be like, nothing.
No, that's correct. And that's actually one of the recommendations here. It says whipped cream can be placed about just about anywhere and can be licked off. It also will be melting. But if you use the real whipped cream, which is what they say, it will not melt as quickly, giving you more
Yep.
opportunity to explore more parts of your partner's body.
Yep. You should make a whipped cream bikini and let your man eat the bikini off you.
Here we go.
Come on, Brittany. Yes, God. Next thing, last on my list for best foods to have sex with, cherries. Why cherries?
Because once you pop a cherry, baby, it tastes better.
Oh my God.
Robert. Robert. Robert.
You need help today.
Oh God.
Come on, y'all. Why cherries?
Why cherry? I'm not a fan of cherry. I don't know.
So the thing is, go ahead, Terry, and then I'll go to this.
I like cherries.
I love cherries.
Strawberries.
And they say raspberries too, but I'm allergic, but we're gonna get to that on a
I
whole
love
other thing.
raspberries.
So I can't fool with that. But anyway, for cherries in particular, the allure of the myth of tying the cherry stem with your tongue to give the allure of what you can do with your tongue is very sexy and enticing for your partner. So by utilizing those and do it now, here's my disclaimer with that. Please don't pick cherries with pits. That's not sexy. So you did all of that and now you gotta spit out this big pit. That's not sexy, y'all. Don't do that.
That's on track.
I agree with you, Kate. That's why they like cherries, so they look like testicles.
Uh-huh. Yes, that was on the list too.
What, testicles?
That cherries resemble testicles. So that's
And
why
again,
it's
I
one of
don't
the
like
best foods to
cherries.
have.
I can tie a cherry stem
Or
in a knot with my tongue and untie it.
Cherry stem.
Yes, and so that's alluring. So my last couple of points before we get into the positions part of the being in the kitchen is the top foods to improve your sex drive. We talked about a lot of these, actually.
Oysters.
I was gonna say that's probably number one.
Actually, number one on the list is walnuts.
Walnuts.
I keep telling you, y'all need some chin nuts. Chin nuts are so much better.
Walnuts, especially for men, walnuts improve the quality of sperm. Can help to improve the shape, movement, and vitality of sperm. And including walnuts in male or female diets improves fertility for both sexes. So walnuts are at the top of the list. Next on the
We
list,
take the snow.
next on the list, me and Doc can't move forward with are strawberries and raspberries.
Nope.
The seeds of these fruits are loaded with zinc, which is essential for sex for both men and women. If women have high levels of zinc, their bodies find it easier to prepare for sex. In men, zinc controls the testosterone levels, which is responsible for producing sperm. It's important that men load up on zinc as their zinc levels are reduced during intercourse. So, strawberries and raspberries. Next on the list, avocados.
I love
I
listen,
love
I
avocado.
love avocados.
A good
Avocado.
good guac will make you drop. Yeah.
I make a great guac, actually.
Come on, guac. Oh, and it's Tuesday.
I got you,
All
babe.
right. Avocados are high in folic acid and vitamin B6, which are both necessary for a healthy sex drive. Folic acid pumps the body with energy, while vitamin B6 stabilizes the hormones. So, shout out to avocados. Next, watermelon. For men, watermelon improves erection length and increases the libido. So, it improves your erection length and erection time as well as the libido. It contains citrulline, which releases amino acids and arginine into the body. And arginine is a mineral or protein that's responsible for vascular health. So that's all of the circulation in your heart and your blood flow. So shout out to watermelon.
I
Next,
eat a lot of watermelon.
almonds. Almonds contain arginine, which we talked about for circulation and blood flow relaxation, but it also helps you maintain an erection. So almonds can help men to maintain an erection. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate releases serotonin and endorphins that improves your mood. It doesn't improve the libido, but you won't be upset or angry.
Got it.
I see your hand. Almonds. So whatever nut you about to suggest, that's not what I said. I said almonds.
I was gonna ask because I hate almonds. Can I drink almond milk?
I knew that was gonna come up.
I'm gonna go with no on this one because it's not like you doing this with an almond like a cow's udder. So I'm gonna have to go with no.
Almonds are disgusting.
Eggs. Consuming eggs actually will help to do for a healthy erection as well. Eggs contain amino acid L-arginine that can improve if individuals have erectile dysfunction. So eggs are on the list as well.
So now you're gonna have gas.
Peaches. Peaches, because they're high in vitamin C, it improves sperm count for men and the quality of sperm. It contains high levels of vitamin C that is great for reducing infertility in both sexes.
I'm from Georgia. We're the peach state, baby.
I get my peaches out in Georgia.
Georgia, huh? Coffee, even though we talked about some of the negative effects of coffee.
Listen, I'm the coffee queen, so you hurt my feelings with that tonight.
Coffee is a stimulant, and hence it will spike your sex drive, but it will stimulate your brain and heighten arousal, but may cause you to crash much quicker.
So basically, if you drink coffee, you're gonna be a minute man,
And you might have smelly semen.
and you're gonna have funky semen. So not only are you gonna come,
Everything's so negative.
So pick your balance, right? Pick your fight.
I might have to choose Starbucks.
For those of us who are, cooks and use things, saffron. Saffron is a natural aphrodisiac and should be consumed to improve your sex drive and your performance in bed. Saffron has also been proven to boost stamina and energy during sex. And that's for both sexes.
Saffron. So I need to eat some more yellow rice. Gotcha.
And last on the list, which again is a positive with the negative, steak. Steak is a great ingredient to boost your sex drive. It contains zinc, vitamin B, iron, and proteins. These compounds are essential for both men and women as they help to improve the libido.
I'm a witness.
Huh?
I don't have any of those issues, and I don't eat nobody's steak.
So on the flip side, what foods decrease the sex drive?
Steak.
I just told you it improves the libido.
But it decreases the drive now.
But it'll make your semen smell bad. But it increases your libido.
So do you want smelly semen with a hard dick? Can I say dick?
Somebody might.
That's disgusting.
So, first thing on the list, processed foods. Processed foods removes all of the original nutrients in the food that are important to your body and your desires for your penis and your vagina. So, for example, when whole wheat is processed into white flour, it loses about 3/4 of its zinc, which is a mineral that's responsible and essential to men's sexuality and reproduction.
So you're saying we need to eat wheat bread?
That's it. When whole wheat is processed into white flour.
So we need to eat whole wheat bread.
I already do. And I eat a whole grain bread too, but that's, the kid be ready.
Okay.
Diet sodas. Avoid diet sodas. Artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame, directly affect your serotonin levels. Serotonin is a vital hormone in fostering a sense of well-being or happiness, and low serotonin levels are usually associated with lower libido.
Wow.
That's why I don't drink carbonated beverages.
So wait, when you say diet sodas, does that include like the zero sodas? Is that considered diet?
If it's sweetened with aspartame or aspartame, however you say that thing, then yes.
Wow. Well,
I guess y'all won't be drinking no diet sodas no more, huh?
Next thing, which is very common in a lot of people's homes, microwave popcorn.
No, don't do that.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, came down your road.
There's chemicals that are produced in the acid of the bag lining while it's popping that can kill your sex drive, and over the long term can even maybe cause, for men, prostate cancer or prostate problems.
I want to know how that's true, because Netflix and chill always ends up being more chilling, even though you might start with a bowl of popcorn.
So what we never start is with a bowl of popcorn. We start with a glass of wine.
But know that this is over the course of time, right? So it's like, if you constantly consuming it, it would be that. But it's heightened out. Marijuana is on this list.
It's chill.
And it says whether you smoke it or you eat it. You want to go back to the Netflix and chill? I too start my Netflix and chill with a glass of wine. That's my you dig. It's gonna calm me. It's gonna relax me. I'm good. You know, you never know what you
Watching
might
that movie
get when I'm a little loose.
What'd you say, Terry?
watching that movie all of 2 minutes.
We don't even get through the opening credits.
You know, we
It's
always
one
say
of
we're
those.
gonna have a movie night, but
Babe, lay on my chest and let's watch this movie. Wow, chicka, wow, chicka, wow, wow.
So, marijuana, right? Whether you eat it or you smoke it, especially for men, it decreases your testosterone levels and can last for up to 24 hours.
Mhm.
So that's a lie because I've been told that when people smoke it the weed or they eat it the weed, they get hornier than horny. So I've been told. Not that I've experienced. Because no, I tell you, when I have an edible Negro, I'm ready to go for at least 2 hours. How you doing? Let's do
Oh,
this.
hell no.
Be that as it may, however, comma,
And I
I'm
got
telling you what it
references.
say.
Marijuana make me want to do the do. Marijuana make me ready to go. I'm like a stallion running in the Kentucky Derby, baby, and I'm in first place.
don't put
Trust and
Kentucky
believe.
Derby in this. Do not put the Kentucky Derby in this.
I'm telling you, I'm like the space shuttle when it's launching, baby.
Amen. But let me get through this part, okay? Because I got to get through this. I'm looking at time. We got to keep going. Alcohol. Alcohol is a depressant and it plays havoc with a man's ability to achieve and maintain an erection and may dampen his libido.
You ain't met my
I'm gonna
brother.
tell you right now. Y'all give me some tequila, babe. Put it in the comments. You already know.
Huh?
I was about to say, because if you give my brother some alcohol, he and his wife gonna get some marshmallow puff and disappear. I can tell you, ask the cabins. They got some alcohol in him. They got some marshmallow fluff, and we didn't see them till the next day. My godson he came downstairs in my room, was like, "Unky, they're acting up." I said, "Baby, just come on in and hang out with me."
Really?
Sugar. Sugar increases levels of insulin, which cause you to store belly fat, lose muscle mass, and cause your testosterone levels to drop. In men, belly fat raises estrogen levels, which can result in lower libido, lower testosterone levels, and erectile dysfunction.
So you saying sugar, as in granulated sugar? Because I'm from the South, we drink sweet tea, and trust me, all the things you name ain't messing with my libido.
I'm telling you what the people said. Now, let me go back on what I'm saying. This is what the people say. I didn't say
This
this is
must
what I
be
said.
this must be the pink people.
Mint. the menthol in mint has been shown to drive testosterone levels down. Next on the list was shrimp.
Hold up. So no, we're gonna stop
No.
that.
I'm gonna get through my list. Next on the list was shrimp. Shrimp,
What?
shrimp is sprayed with a chemical that helps them to keep their color, which can raise estrogen levels and drive down testosterone levels in men.
So you mean to tell me if I want fresh breath, I gotta have a low sperm count? I ain't gonna be able to get my dick hard because I want fresh breath.
Didn't I tell you to let me finish my list? I got
He
one more
can't.
left. One more. The last is flaxseed. Ground flax seeds have lignin and fiber, which help to metabolize estrogen, but in large amounts can lower testosterone. So, women, if you got flaxseed, kudos to you. Men, not so much.
I put flaxseed in my smoothies.
Are you done now?
Then I say, and last on the list is flaxseed.
So when I take my breath mint in the morning after I finish my breakfast, so I don't have bad breath, you mean tell me because I don't want to talk to my coworkers and have funky breath, now my dick ain't gonna get hard?
That's not 100% natural mint.
Okay, let's talk about the mint that's in my toothbrush when I brush my teeth in the morning at night.
Robert.
Again.
Robert.
Oh, let's talk about my watermelon feta mint salad that I make. That's real mint.
Robert.
Get them.
Oh, let's talk about shrimp because when Red Lobster have all you can eat shrimp, the
Robert.
brother can clear out some shrimp. Hear me clearly. Like you understand, my world is crashing over here. The thing you said marijuana, boo, mint, boo, shrimp, boo. What the hell? You know what? I'm finna become vegetarian. I'm just gonna eat flowers.
And before we adjourn for the evening, we could not end this piece without talking about positions in the kitchen.
hell, what position can you do? You got bad breath. You can't have sleep. You can't have a net. The hell, what position we gonna do?
What y'all thinking? Talk to me. What you
You
think?
say you on top? Oh, countertop.
What's the position on the countertop?
Face down. Butt up.
I mean, you done said everything else already.
I can put you on the stove. Just gotta take the knobs off some ice and turn
I'm trying to bend over the countertop.
Well, my thing is, so I've been told, when he's cooking breakfast and he bends over in the refrigerator to get something out, you come up from behind, bang chicka bang chicka bang wow, in the refrigerator.
I ain't gonna lie, that's happened to me.
And don't mess around and have like an island or a table in your kitchen. It's on and popping. That's nothing but space and opportunity.
Who you tell? The sink.
Well,
wait. Hold on. Go back to this sink.
I'm trying to figure this out.
I'm trying to visualize it, but it's not working for me.
Are we getting in the sink? Like we about to take an old school bath? What we doing?
So like you can so in the situation of men, you know, we have a thing in the front that hangs. So you can lay across the sink so your thingy can be in the sink while I'm on top banging it. That way you ain't crushing your finger against the countertop.
That's a lot of work.
Y'all mean demonstrate? Let me show y'all.
No.
I'm joking. I was joking.
Just ready.
Because I just know Rakil's like popping.
So back to we're talking about things, but what positions can you go in the kitchen?
Doggy style.
I got too many kids. I
was gonna say doggy style.
Definitely doggy style. I don't got no right or wrong answers on this. This just for fun.
I'm trying to figure out what positions can we not do.
Right.
I mean, that would be our response. That was definitely one of the things that, you know, our digital grandparents wanted to know. So we're trying to help them out. What positions can you do in the kitchen? Or how you get it cracking in the kitchen?
I mean, every position you want. I mean, I could put a leg on the counter if you want me to. You know, I'm a little short, so I got to make sure I can lift things up a little bit.
I was about to say, are you tall enough to put your leg on the counter?
Yes, I'm pretty flexible. Don't do what?
What you say?
You need step stool.
Where should you step stool?
I almost gave you the finger on live too.
I bet you want to do it so I can send this video. No, I can't send this to your dad. He can be like, so Robert, let's have a conversation. What positions can you not do in the kitchen? I mean, if your kitchen is like this,
and you know, the kitchen floor is always space and opportunity.
I was gonna say we can get on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
But see, that's
why no to the floor?
Let me tell you why I say that. I clean my house. I know my house is clean. So I can do whatever the hell I want on the floors in my house because I know they clean. I ain't got to worry about nothing coming in there. I ain't got to worry about nothing going up. We good to go. Let's have a field day.
So this is why I can't do the kitchen is because most kitchens have a smooth floor. And sometimes I've been told people can be very aggressive and you go sliding across the damn floor. I ain't got time to be chasing your ass across the floor because you want to slide. Then you up against the wall.
Our producer said, please make sure y'all disinfect.
We got Lysol.
With Lysol, Pine Sol, Fabuloso, and Clorox. No, I don't want to do it on the kitchen floor.
Face me across the floor.
No, because then you up against the wall like this. No, that don't work for me.
It depends on how your kitchen's set up because if you're on the floor and you kind of position me against something, then you ain't got to worry about me moving.
You're going nowhere. You hear me?
So first of all, my hand, I'm nothing. Moving on. What's next?
This is what's next. Keep going. This is where we at.
Because first of all, if I got you on the phone, I'm gonna hold you down. You ain't going nowhere. Trust and believe.
Okay, and some people want that. A lot of people just want to be able to go and like, go ahead, do what you got to do, knock this out the park, and let's go.
I don't see the problem.
So we got about a good 5 minutes before we have to wrap this up. Y'all some nasty people on this chat. We need to get a priest on here to pray for y'all. Y'all,
All right,
Yeah.
Pastor.
We got a pastor and an elder. Y'all can pray.
Huh?
I like how you tried to throw me under the bus and Chevette brought that bus right back around and got you with it. She gonna say, "All right, Pastor." Chevette said, "We got an elder too."
Well, now that I see it's up here, so let's go ahead and do this since it got pushed up here. So we talked a lot, y'all, about foods that can help. I gave y'all some suggestions about some stuff that's kind of sexy. We talked about some other things. I told y'all if y'all check our Facebook page, I gave y'all a recipe of something fun, simple, and sexy to make so you can still stay in the kitchen. I think it's like a shrimp. It's a shrimp scampi without white wine. But what's y'all final thoughts? What's y'all final takeaways on sex in the kitchen as we close out this season?
For me, it was interesting. Some things I knew, some things devastated my heart. That I can't have fresh breath and some shrimp. That I have to cut that out my diet.
You missed the whole point of that, but we're gonna revisit
Look, I got
Stuff.
glaucoma amnesia. I remember what I want to remember, and I don't see remembering a lot of those things you said. All right.
Clearly.
But it was good. I enjoyed this. I think I'm hoping that our digital grandparents enjoyed this. It wasn't as sexual as I thought the conversation was going to be, but it was sexual. It was a sophisticated sexual, I would say. Because I think, remember the first show, we was ratchet sexual. And I want to go on record and say both of our sex shows, DJ has led both of them. So that tells you who's the nastiest person in this group. Just putting that out there. That's my final thought.
I ain't got no problems with it. I take ownership of mine.
Well, on that note, I think I took away a lot. I took a few notes. My final thought is for Brittany to bring that song.
Y'all nasty.
I'm just saying. See you in an hour, honey.
Arteria.
Marshmallow fluff.
Where's Kaz at?
Y'all are the reason I don't eat marshmallow fluff.
I told y'all I heard something
Try
in the
it.
cabin. Y'all tried to say y'all didn't hear nothing but
And now I
other
can't
noises.
eat Dippin' Dots either.
My final thoughts on this
I'm gonna eat those Dippin' Dots, okay? Don't worry about it.
is one of the things that since y'all talking about that is also one of the best foods that was on the list, but I didn't bring it up, was ice cream. But traditional flavors of ice cream. So chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Right? If it's real ice cream, yeah, we know not for you. But if it's real ice cream, it will melt slowly again. So you have more spaces to lick, more times to have opportunities for fun. And the coldness will come place against the hotness can kind of produce some real good tingles and sensations. It could all be a lot of fun. But
I forgot ice.
yeah, ice. Ha. Ooh, ha ha. Ooh, yes. Ha.
Ha!
He felt that.
However,
Nah.
I did. That hit a special place for real. But my final thoughts on this is, I talked a lot about background stuff that's, good, bad, and different. The kitchen is not just what we want it to be. And that's why I tried to take this through a different lens and bring parts of the kitchen into the bedroom with us and vice versa. And then we took it back and then we're going to still do this in the kitchen. So, y'all, food can be fun. We can make food sexy and, have a good time. Do what you do. We all still got time to do it. Just do it safely, whatever it is. And that's been my disclaimer through this whole thing. Whatever you choose to take from this, please just do it safely.
No Kroger bags.
No food in the vagina.
No Kroger bags.
No food in the vagina. Unless it's marshmallow fluff, I guess.
Marshmallow fluff.
Y'all nasty. All right, guys. Y'all, we are a silly group. That's why I love y'all sometimes. We thank you guys for yet another season. This has been another great season of No Clue. We are wrapping up season 2, y'all. We've had some changes. We're going to be gone from y'all for 2 weeks. Y'all know we do 8 on, 2 off. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with another season 3, to finish up this year of No Clue. Send us your show topics. Kay, we need 2 show topics from you. You've been a part of this show for enough time to give us some show topics. Robert and Susan, they sent in a show topic. They want to talk about senior sex. snow on a roof, but a fire downstairs.
Huh?
Ha!
We're gonna have to get some senior citizens on the show for that one.
My granny will proudly be on here.
DJ, see if mom's available.
My
Chevette,
grandmother will be.
see if your
on here.
parents are available.
I do not want to have a conversation
Curious.
about her sex
See if your
life.
Y'all
mom's
don't understand. My
available.
grandmother has a stripper name. She will be on here happily,
Negative.
and she's in her 70s.
Come on, Grandma.
I'm gonna ask Miss Loretta to be on here. But guys, send us some show topics. Give us some feedback from you guys. We love to hear from you. NoClueTheShow@gmail.com. Shout out to Ricky Z Media once again for making another season wonderful. We appreciate everything you do for us, everything you've done. We want you to know we're thankful for you that you crossed our paths and we crossed yours. So, guys, until we see you again, we will see you guys. When's the next show? Does anybody know off the top of their head the next show date? The 23rd, the 2 days before Turkey Day. So we'll see you guys November 23rd. We're gonna miss y'all.
Sex on the Thanksgiving table. That's what we need to do. Got it.
We're gonna do sex in the holidays. That's gonna be the first show.
What are you thankful for?
Huh?
Well, in the famous words of Bishop Yvette Funder, what's between my hips and my knees
Come
is
on.
real
Real
good.
good.
That's what the bishop said.
The-
All right, guys, remember, just when you thought you had life figured out, you realize you have what?
No
clue.
We'll see you guys later. Be good. Peace.